Hi everybody. On October the 10th of this year, Jupiter, the planet that rules higher learning, faith, abundance, wealth, changes sign this year and goes into Scorpio, where it's going to stay until November the 8th of 2018. So a little over a year, we're going to have this powerful, big planet Jupiter that magnifies everything it touches in Scorpio. So what's this going to mean? Well, Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, and Pluto is deeply transformative. So all the issues connected with Scorpio are likely to be magnified this year from October the 10th, so that we can heal on a very deep, deep level, because Scorpio is one of the deepest signs of the zodiac. So this rules all these big issues to do with reproduction, sex, birth, life, death, the soul, finances, money, loans, debts, fears, security, safety, surveillance, privacy. These are all going to be key words in this coming year with this ingress of Jupiter into Scorpio. So on a personal level, this is an opportunity to really be ready for transformation. Our Earth is going through a transformative process. In a sense, the Earth is almost like a life and death issue. If we continue as we've been continuing, doing a lot of the things to our planet and our oceans that we've been doing, then chances are that man and our Earth could be the most endangered species, never mind various animals and other forms of life. So it's a deep time for looking at our deepest fears and facing them. It's probably going to bring out the deepest fears of governments who are going to want to increase surveillance and watch what we're doing. And are we going to allow that to frighten us? Or are we just going to go deeper still and say, no, we've lived in a fear-driven society, a fear-driven world. On a personal level, I can honestly say that I've lived with so many fears, I was just about afraid to just about try and do anything. I don't know about you, maybe you don't experience too many fears, but when I look at a lot of my clients at the moment, many of us are going through deep crisis, deep shift on many levels. So it can be in your career, your work, what's my place in this world, might be your finances, might be your sense of security, might be your relationships. But what this Jupiter into Scorpio is going to have us do is go deeper. We can't keep getting distracted by outer things. We're going to have to really focus our energy. Scorpio is one of the most focused signs, and be willing to release, to let go, to lose some things, to get a sense of loss in order to create space for something else to come in. The veil between life and death. We're going to be looking more at death. Not being so frightened of what death might mean. Taking the edge off it, maybe looking at it more deeply. We'll also be looking at the soul, going so deep into everything. Instead of maybe superficial types of relationships and making nicey-nicey, while Jupiter's been in Libra, which is always to try to find a peace deal and what do you think and how can we collaborate. And it's not that there isn't a place for that. But when Jupiter goes into Scorpio, that really is not at the forefront. What is at the forefront is your relationship with you and how you feel with yourself, and then how you take that into your relationships. I'm reminded of a story, Gary Zukav. I love his books very much. He writes about the mind and the soul and spiritual relationships. And he was teaching a lot of this stuff, and he was in a room, in a seminar, and he's usually a very huggy, feely person, and he had a great repulsion to hug just one woman in that room. And there was no logical reason why. Yes, she was beautiful, but he had a real feeling in his stomach. Now, instead of avoiding that and moving away from it, he went deeper. And he approached that woman, and he even shared what he was feeling with her and said, I want to explore this. Would you mind, and would you be open to exploring this with me? And amazingly enough, she was open to it. And they are now life partners, soul partners. So very different look at intimacy. It's going to be an opportunity for healing at the deepest level. The healing of the mind, the healing of the emotions, the healing of the fears. It's also going to be bringing up lots of things to do with the economy and money. Now let's not forget, in May of 2018, I've already done a video about this, Uranus goes into Taurus, the opposite of Scorpio. As you can see, the debts in this outside world have gone to quadrillions, governments borrowing, banks bankrupt and carrying on and printing money, and the people being debt slaves largely. We're going to be looking at our economy, our debts, our outer finances, our structures, but also with Jupiter into Scorpio, we're going to be looking at our inner wealth. What are we without all these things that we think we need? People committing suicide if they're losing their jobs, if they're losing money. What's that about? How can we go deeper and find the essence of ourselves in this Jupiter and Scorpio energy? So that's going to be what you're looking for, the inner wealth, the inner jewels, and connecting to the wider power, the wider mysteries, if you like, of this world. So a lot of mysteries may be solved at this time because people really wanting to get to the bottom of things. So this is an exciting time, and it's good to really now begin to tune into these energies yourself. Where am I feeling powerless in my life? Where do I need healing? Where can I create more intimacy in my relationships? And being willing to go deeply inside of yourself and face the pain of loss, the pain of death, the pain of whatever pains you. Face it, feel it, move through it. Whew, powerful stuff. Feel myself going into powerful stuff. Just to end upon maybe a lighter note, Jupiter-Pluto energy coming together, whilst that can mean bankruptcy and a great loss of physical wealth, it can also mean great gains and tremendous wealth, especially if we're ready to use that wealth for the good of all, for the higher learning. Maybe it's wealth around dealing with making our seas habitable again for our dolphins and our whales. Makes me feel very sad when I think about many of the dolphins leaving the earth now at this time, and the whales. You know, how can we, these beautiful, important creatures, to bring them back? We're going to be dealing with lots of things to do with water as well. Jupiter in Scorpio, it's a water sign, so very much focused on water issues, the supply of water, what we do with water, and the hydration of our bodies. Because remember, fear is very dehydrating, and it's about becoming hydrated again, which then calms the whole system. But that's another big story, and maybe I'll include that in some of my personal vlogs of things that I'm finding out about rehydration of the physical body and energy systems. So I'm interested to hear your comments and your feedback as always. Thank you.